In our lives, we often talk about friends, followers, and connections. But how often do we reflect on what real friendship is? You may have a friend at work, but is a work friend the same as your best friend since childhood? The Greek philosopher Aristotle explores this deeply and offers us some helpful insight. He believed friendship was crucial for a good life, but also recognized that not all friendships are created equal. Today, we are diving into Aristotle's three types of friendship: utility, pleasure, and the perfect friendship of virtue. Let's explore what they mean and why it matters. For Aristotle, friendship wasn't just nice to have. It was absolutely essential for living a fulfilling human life. He wrote extensively about it in his famous work, the Nicomachean Ethics. He observed that all friendships involve some level of mutual goodwill, people liking each other, wanting good things for one another, and sharing some common ground and/or goals. But, he astutely pointed out, the reason behind that goodwill and the foundation of the connection makes a huge difference. This led him to distinguish three main kinds of friendship. First, he defined a friendship of utility. As the name suggests, this bond is built on mutual usefulness. Think about co-workers collaborating on a project, or maybe people you network with for career advancement. The connection exists because each person provides some benefit or advantage to the other. These friendships are often necessary and practical, and relatively easy to form. However, Aristotle noted they tend to be less stable. Once the mutual utility disappears, the reason for the friendship dissolves as well. Next, Aristotle identified the friendship of pleasure. Here, the bond comes from the enjoyment and fun that people derive from each other's company. These are your fun friends, people you share hobbies with, your weekend crew, or maybe friends you have a shared sense of humor with, or love for the same sports team. Like utility friendships, these are common and easy to form, but they also share a similar instability. For friends of pleasure, if the source of pleasure changes or disappears, the friendship is likely to fade as well. Finally, we arrive at what Aristotle considered the highest and most complete form: the friendship of virtue, or friendship of the good. This isn't primarily only about what you can get from the person, or how much fun you have with them. Instead, this friendship is founded on mutual respect and admiration for each other's character. You love your friend not for what they offer you, but for who they are, for their virtues and their goodness. These friends genuinely wish each other well for the other person's own sake. They support each other's growth, help each other navigate challenges, and strive together to live good lives. Aristotle believed these friendships are the most lasting and contribute most significantly to our happiness. But they are rare and take time and shared experiences to cultivate. To summarize, utility friendships are about mutual benefit and often end when the benefit does. Pleasure friendships are about shared fun and can fade when interests change. Both are valuable in their own way, but Aristotle considered them imperfect or deficient compared to the third. The friendship of virtue is based on recognizing and valuing the good character in another person. It's about wanting the best for them, for their own sake, and growing together. This is the most stable, meaningful, and deeply connected form of friendship. It is important to contemplate Aristotle's categories and identify these relationships in our own lives. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationships. Can you see examples of utility, pleasure, and virtue friendships in your life? Most of us have a mix, and that's perfectly normal. Friendships based on utility and pleasure definitely have their place. But Aristotle's wisdom encourages us to recognize the profound value of virtue friendships, and perhaps to intentionally cultivate those deeper connections based on mutual respect and shared growth. Aristotle argued that these are the bonds that truly enrich our lives and help us become the best versions of ourselves. Let me know your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this philosophical dive, please hit like and subscribe for more explorations. Thanks for watching.